Soy Trek, get jiggy with it. Get jiggy with it. Get jiggy with it.
Here we are, superstar. We're getting wasted in a car. We're gonna drink and drive. We're gonna drink and drive. Everyone won't be alive at the end of the night. We're gonna get into a fight with another car.
Hey, you know what? Like, the way things are going, might as well just drink and drive and get into an accident and kill a bunch of people. Who cares?
Yeah.
Nothing matters anymore.
No, nothing matters. No, you'll just like come out as like right wing, and you'll get like a pardon from Trump, and and then you'll be an
and that's how
influencer with
Caitlyn
a
Jenner
podcast.
got away with murder.
Yeah,
after vehicular manslaughter. She killed somebody in her car, and then she's still walking around free.
Yeah, good for her. You go, girl.
You go, girl.
We love to see a queen. We love to see a queen winning.
Yeah, it was just International Women's Day like a couple days ago, so congratulations, Caitlyn Jenner. You killed a person.
Hell yeah. You ever killed a person?
I've come close.
Yeah. How so?
In my mind, that's about it.
Just in your mind palace.
Yeah, my mind palace is just filled with corpses. It's less of a mind palace and more of a morgue.
Yeah, a mind dungeon.
It's the mind morgue. It's the only way I can just wake up every day and with a smile on my face and just be a happy-go-lucky guy.
That and masturbating in the bathroom every 45 minutes.
Oh my god! I'm so dehydrated.
Just gotta be drinking.
It's like I keep putting.
Just gotta.
The fluids come out faster than I can put them in.
Yeah, between that and welding, your work day is just losing fluids, brother.
Just losing fluids, and I can't. It's impossible to recoup that. Like, I gotta be put on an IV or something. I should get an IV.
Yeah.
Just like. It's like, oh, are you sick or something? Nah, I'm just a chronic masturbator.
This is my chronic masturbation IV. This is like, you go to your boss, like, I need a medical accommodation. Okay. What do you need? I have to wear an IV. Why is that? Well, because I'm a chronic masturbator. And
it's a real medical condition, so please respect me. Right now.
Also HIPAA. You can't tell anybody.
Yeah, you can't tell them why I have an IV.
Right,
they'll ask.
Right. You can't tell them why I go into the bathroom exactly every 45 minutes on the dot. And then also for
I have to get
breaks.
a special. I have to get a special leather pouch for it so it doesn't burst, so it catch on fire. Like and get burst from the sparks.
Yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Get to it. Get your medical accommodation, brother.
I think everyone should get their medical guide. I think everyone should just get an IV. Why not? I think everyone. I mean, I think they've shown how most Americans are habitually like dehydrated. So it's like I think everyone should just be like, I'm gonna get that IV. Get on that IV gang.
Oh. Get on that IV gang. Get on that IV gang. You got a gang bang. Bang-a-rang. Get on that IV.
Yeah, next orgy you have, like, you should just have everyone be put on IVs.
Yeah,
that way they're just like constantly just shooting.
I'm having a birthday orgy, which should be pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, hells yeah.
It's also gonna kind of be like a housewarming orgy because it's gonna be the first orgy here at the fuck house.
Nice. When's your birthday again? Is this next month, right?
Yeah. April 8th. So less than a month away.
Yes. Yeah.
But I'm having my orgy that weekend, so that's a month away from tomorrow.
Oh wow. Gonna do some cake farts.
No, I don't think. Well, I don't know. If someone's like really into that, they can do it. I don't care. Like, as long as they clean up after themselves. I'm not really into the wet and messy kind of stuff, though. I think it's like objectively funny and fascinating. But it's not my thing.
Yeah. That's understandable. Plus, it's a new house, so you want to.
Yeah, I don't
clean.
Yeah, I don't want cake everywhere. I don't want to find 6 months later fucking fondant like fucking just everywhere, buttercream in the back of the just fucking record frosting, player,
like mixed together and rubbed into the carpet. And you're like, fuck, god damn it!
It's got not the cum frosting again. It's impossible to get this shit
Googling
out.
how do you get cum and frosting out of carpet, immediately getting flagged.
Of course, there's a Reddit thread on it somehow.
Yeah. Just they don't even like give you. They don't even show a search warrant. They just shoot you. Like,
yes.
Sir, put down the birthday cake.
Put the dick down. Get less hard right now.
I can't. I took too many Blue Chews. So, our sponsor today, by the way. You need a hard fucking cock? Pat, do you need a hard fucking cock?
Do I ever?
Okay, well, let me tell you about our sponsor today. So,
are we having real sponsors?
It's called Looking at Porn, brother.
Oh,
got him.
Got him.
Yeah, today we're sponsored by the general concept of pornography.
Yeah.
Whatever gets you hard, we do it.
It just has our rolling endorsement. Like, we don't get any sort of compensation for it. We're just like really endorse pornography.
Yeah. Porn's pretty cool. It's good to watch people getting fucked, unless they've been like trafficked, which a lot of that happens in the industry. So maybe not that, but the consensual stuff, cool.
It's A-okay by us.
Hell yeah. Consenting adults can do whatever they want, especially have sex in front of a camera. I think that's the greatest freedom we have as a country. Some countries don't have that freedom. I think that's like, although I love communist China, they don't have the freedom of pornography that we do. And
I mean, we have the freedom of pornography for now.
Yeah, I don't know. There's too many fucking perverts on the right.
Protesting Tesla dealerships illegal.
Yeah, I think there's too many perverts on the right that if you actually like take away pornography in a meaningful way, they will like their politics will change like overnight.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's one thing. Like, people pointed out, like especially in like Las Vegas and stuff. Like a lot of the sex workers are libertarian.
Really interesting.
Yeah.
I know a sex worker from Las Vegas, and they are very leftist. Good politics. Yeah.
Good politics.
Yeah. And I know another former one, and their politics are all right. All right. Good night.
They're okay.
A-okay, brother. So, did you know that we have a Patreon?
I did, actually. I think I heard about that
It's
once or
over
twice.
at patreon.com/dumbidiotsbs. That's patreon.com/dumbidiotsbs. That's kind of the umbrella company for all of our podcasts, including the Media Dungeon, Soy Trek, and Prison Breakdown, and also the defunct podcast, My Wife, Dumb Idiot Bullshit, and Getting Head a Bucket Cast. So we got over 500 episodes of content in there, baby. Over, I don't know, probably like over 700 hours, I'm going to say. I mean, the shortest podcasts we do are an hour, basically. So,
That's true.
We got some long ones in there, too. Like, I think in like some of the Star Trek movies, we did like 5 hours worth of content and then like an hour or two of like either reviews or behind the scenes. So there's like 5 to 7 hours on most Star Trek movies that exist that we've done, which is pretty, and there's a lot of them. So yeah, we've watched a few things.
There's years and years of material there.
Yeah.
You start listening now, you can be done by next year.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
You just listen to it nonstop.
Yeah. Yeah. If you want our fucking dumbass voices polluting your ears for that long, go ahead and do that. But anyway, so over at our Patreon at patreon.com/dumbidiotsbs, for as little as $2 a month, you can help support us and keep us editorially independent and ad-free. You can also get all of our podcasts in one place in high quality. As soon as we're done making them, you can, get all kinds of shit. All of our old video content. You can vote on what we watch. Not every week, but most weeks. Either a movie or a Star Trek episode. For as little as $5 a month, we give you a shout out and say thank you on every episode of Soy Trek to people just like Vinny, Gursky, Jormore, Kyle Simmons, Star Trek Enjoyer, D. Riker, Papa Poison, Awful Star Trek Drawings, Jose Martinez, Gabe Siciliano, Robert Yolito, Asher Pliskin, Ethan Adams, former Twink, Nick Savard, Shane Sawyer, Anthony Cabrera, Phil McCavity, Danny, Dylan Lance, Jordan Hale, Elizabeth Hearn, Luna Dahlia, Professor David Craning Sites, Dandy Leone, B-Flig, Jody, Shane Williams, Sam Mayo, Locke Fanile, Skeptic, Gillian McCrary, SFC Punk, 7 of 9, Nathan G, Iggy, Abigail Simpson, and our good friends over at the Hate Speech Podcast. I think they have a new episode about meta. I haven't listened to it yet, but I'm going to listen to that.
Ooh.
It sounds fun. I hate it too. Meta is dumb.
Meta sucks.
Meta does suck a big dick.
Fuck 'em.
So for $10 a month, you get access to the Media Dungeon, which is my server, which was down for a couple days because I was moving, but it's back up and running smooth.
Running like butter.
Running like a jar of cum. Running down my cheeks as I drink a jar of cum, everybody. Who wants to drink the jar
It's not your
of cum?
birthday yet.
Who wants to drink the jar of cum? Who wants to drink the jar of cum? Who wants to drink the jar of cum? Hey.
Oh, yeah. Jar of cum. Oh, yeah. Wah.
Yeah. Oops, I hit two at the same time. Oh well. That's the only problem with buttons is you can hit more than one.
Yeah, there's so many buttons there.
So I moved to a new place this week. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that after the Patreon stuff. But so patreon.com/dumbidiotbs. For $20 a month, you get access to merch, and I send out merch like once a month, maybe once every other month, depending on how big it is. I should probably get on merch this month. I sent out sweatpants for the first 2 months of this year, but I need to figure out something. I think I said I was going to make stickers to someone, so I should get on making some more stickers or re-releasing some old classics. Pat, if you want to make a sticker design, I'll print out some stickers.
Oh yeah, yeah. I should make some stickers. I had an idea for a sticker the other day, and it's just slipped my mind.
Oh, bummer. We'll make a Star Trek sticker or otherwise, and we'll do something about it.
Yeah, I'll think of something. There was a sticker I wanted to make. Ooh, I'll think. Oh, it'll come to me.
I saw one of your Bush did 311 stickers on Instagram, and
oh, hells yeah!
I had a laugh.
Someone, where did you know where it was posted?
Yeah,
or, like, stuck.
No. I just saw a picture of it. It was on a performer MK Ultra's Instagram.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think I gave MK those.
Yeah. Hell yeah. So yeah, that's our Patreon. Check it out. Patreon.com/dumbidiotbs. It's pretty cool. It's a great deal for whatever you're getting.
Pretty cool.
So, with that, kitty cat, I just moved this week, which was a fucking ordeal, I gotta say. It's
moving is probably the worst thing in the world.
It is, especially after you live in a place for a long time, because like if you're moving every year or so, then you never really have a chance to like settle down a lot and like accumulate a lot of stuff. But I was in my last place for 8 years, and so I accumulated so much shit, you know. And I made a whole bunch of art there, and the art was an ordeal to haul because like my art is like big.
It's huge.
Yeah, it's big art. I got big art, baby. Big art energy.
Big ass art.
Big art energy, baby. Yeah, there's one painting in there that like I still haven't taken out. I might have to like, I don't know, dude. I might have to fucking chop it in half to take it out, because the problem is I made it 12.5 feet long.
Oh no.
And it's also like,
is it
5 feet high?
Is it still at your old place?
Yeah, it is, which is fine because I have till the end of the month to get it out. But like, yeah, it's one of the last things there, and I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with this. Yeah.
It can't fit through the balcony window, the door. To be like, throw it out the window.
Yeah, I could throw it out the window. I could like
not throw it, but I guess lower it to someone underneath.
Yeah, but like, well, I don't have space for it in here at all. Like this place is like approximately the same size as my last place, but like, I don't know. I still don't really like. Both of us have a lot of art, and I don't have space for that painting here.
Yeah. Where are all your shoes?
I do actually. I figured out the whole shoe situation. Yeah. No, it's good. I still have my shoe rack. It's just like in the shoe closet. I share some of that space with my roommate. I threw out or donated a few pairs of my shoes just to make space, and like I decided like, hey, what do I really need? What do I actually wear? And you know, the stuff I don't wear is 86th, baby. Gone.
86th.
Yeah, but that's been my life the past couple weeks. So sorry I've been on a little hiatus for a week. We've never really skipped more than a week ever on this program, have we?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think even when I moved, like I think we recorded while I was in transit, or
So-
like maybe when I got.
Yeah, I think like right when you got there.
Yeah. I made the drive in like 3 or 4 days, and then
Yeah.
we recorded.
We make it work, you know? We're here for you, people.
Make it work.
We're here to entertain you. Are you not entertained? If you're
Are you
not
not
entertained,
entertained?
why you listen to this fucking podcast? Is it just to hear silky smooth voices and think about our silky smooth cum running down your cheeks after drinking it from a big cum jar?
Big ass jar cum.
Big ass jar of cum, stick it in my belly. Big ass car jump. Big ass jar of cum. I don't care if it is smelly. I don't care if it's fermenting. I don't care if it's so old. I just want it running down my cheeks, or so I'm told. That's my song about.
Yeah,
Drinking
there were
cum.
My Little Pony doll inside.
That is the zest. That's like sticking, like garlic and herbs in a little pouch and putting it in your broth. Same kind
That
of
is,
same
yeah.
idea. Yeah.
I wonder if they ever did. Do you remember the sperm cube?
Sperm cube. I remember sperm drawer, but sperm cube. What's sperm cube?
Sperm cube was like a big art project, where it was just like a giant cube filled with cum, and you could donate your cum to it. And then
I do remember sperm cube. Yeah, that is pretty cool. That's a good art project. Did you?
Yeah,
donate?
that was like 10 or so odd years ago, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Probably more.
Imagine there's got to be like one guy who's like running that whole thing who's like, I want to bathe in it. I want to bathe in the cum. Like, I want to wash my dishes with the cum.
What do you think they did with the sperm afterwards? Wow, 2007. That's how long ago it was.
Wow.
No way that sperm is still around now.
That sperm's 18 years. That sperm is legal now.
That sperm is legal. That'd be funny if it did make a baby.
Cool. A yummy baby.
Cool. That means it's okay to jack off to sperm cube now.
Man, you know what's crazy is like how much hormones affect like how sperm tastes. Like straight up, like people on HRT, people on estrogen, their sperm is so much motherfucking tastier than people who are like on testosterone. Like testosterone makes your sperm bitter. Estrogen makes it like pleasant, and then like I don't know. I've had it from people who like drink a lot of smoothies with pineapple and stuff, and they're like just taking estrogen, and oh my god, yummy in my tummy, yummy. Oh, it's like it's sweet.
You could do that thing like I remember one of the first things Mr. Rogers ever taught me was ice cube tray popsicles, and you could do that with like
girl cum.
Yeah,
girl sperm.
Pineapple girl cum.
Pineapple girl cum. Stick it in my face.
Hey,
pineapple girl cum.
It's never like you have a month. Like start working on the
hors d'oeuvres for the party.
Have at for the party. Yeah, like little desserts and everything. It's girl cumsicle.
I'm gonna hit up all the trans girls I know. I'm like, come over. I'm gonna milk you. Like, I need it for a thing. Like,
just a giant table full of cut up pineapple, and just like, all right, start eating and start quacking it.
Start eating and take your pants down. Like,
yeah. I want all these trays filled by the end of the day.
Yeah, cool, man. You know what's hot? Trans women.
They're A-OK. Got the soy trick guarantee.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We love trans women around here.
The soy trick brand of approval.
Oh yeah, I do more than love trans women. I do very, very questionable things to trans women, but consensual things. Like,
okay, good.
Questionable in like the eyes of like a good, upstanding Christian person.
Yeah, questionable in the eyes of God.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, God looks down on
you
us.
You are not getting into
and
heaven.
he's like, "Did I? Oh man, I fucked up. I did. Wow. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even take that into consideration. That's pretty fucking messy. That's like, I mean." Congratulations for figuring out you can do that with the body I gave you, but whoa, man, you're gonna do that?
Oh,
That's
hells yeah.
wild.
No, you think if God is omniscient, he knows like he's probably chill with it. He's probably yeah, that's right.
No, God loves trans women. Trans women are sacred.
Yeah, of course.
And you know what else is sacred? Trans men and non-binary people.
That's true.
You know, it's not sacred.
Everyone's valid.
No. Cis men. I'm sorry. No offense. Invalid. It's an invalid opinion to have. Like, oh, I'm a cis male. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, mister.
The way I get around it is I'm forklift certified.
Yeah. Oh, and that's so, true.
Like,
so you're the true bisexual. You're more bisexual than most bisexual people. Yeah.
Exactly. No, I'm like, they're like, oh, your opinion doesn't count here, cis man.
Yeah.
I'm forklift certified.
The only thing. Like, oh. Yeah. The only thing that could make you like more honorary queer is like being a teamster. Yeah, because then you're in like then we're all brothers. We're all union brothers, you know. We're in a brotherhood, and so that's like, you know. But or if you were a teamster who's forklift certified, holy shit! Like you are automatically like one of us. Like you can march in the pride parade. I don't care what you do in the bedroom. Like you're legit as fuck.
I'm gonna put the equality flag on the forklift at work. Just drive it around.
Oh, put the trans flag on the forklift. That would be sick. That would be sick. You would piss off probably like one person at work.
Probably everybody at work.
Really? Probably everyone?
Who knows?
There's got to be one person who's pro-trans at work. Like, maybe not my work.
Yeah, probably.
Actually, there is definitely one person. There's a couple people. There's some queers at work. I got some queers. We got some queers. One of them is like, I don't know, too soft spoken for me, and he's got like an accent, and so I can't really understand him because he talks like this. Okay, well, can't you just get the member to tell me, and I will get DPS. And you can, and I'm like, all right, man.
I have no idea what you're saying.
Exactly. But he's like, but he's white, so it's not racist. And he's queer, so I can be racist towards him. That's not how it works. That was a joke. But he's definitely queer because like he wears like Karl Lagerfeld to work. And he's got puppy paw prints like down his neck, which is like the gayest tattoo you could possibly get. That's such a flag. Yeah. That's like, oh, I'm into puppy play. You should puppy on a leash and treat me like a dog. Like,
yeah, like it's almost as like, you know, it's almost like a should be a birthmark at this point. Like children should just be born with that. You know,
with
like,
puppy paw prints.
Yeah.
Well, you got a bottom for a child.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you, lady.
It's a bottom. It's like, damn it. Maybe the next one will be a top, honey.
Yeah. There's a top shortage, honey. Like, this is the second bottom we've had. Like, yeah. It's like these quiverful people, but they're like, instead of like Elon Musk, who's obsessed with like making male children, which is why I think he does in vitro, besides the fact that he doesn't fuck, and you can't convince me otherwise.
They said his dick doesn't work anymore because of the botched dick implant. So it's like, I'm sure like and that's what's funny to me, since he is so anti-gay and everything. I'm pretty sure the only way he can come is by prostate stimulation.
You're probably right.
Considers that incredibly gay.
Right.
He's probably like, he probably has to get like some sort of like prostate, shock or something to fill a cup up from his cloaca.
Yeah.
He probably has a cloaca now.
Oh, I hate that. I hate all of this. I bet he has I bet what he fills up is like a mug that says like "World's Smartest Man." He just like looks at it while he's like, "Yes, I'm so smart. I'm so smart and talented. I know. I made so many things with my own hands. Yes, X." The Everything app,
which apparently went down the other day because the hacker attack
went down several times. Like
good.
All my favorite lovers. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wowie zowie.
Yeah. I like getting my dick sucked. Who doesn't? Whom's with a dick don't like getting it sucked? Those asexual folks, I suppose. But other than them, small portion of the population who doesn't like getting their dick sucked.
Yep. Can't get swerked.
That shit feel good. You know what I'm saying? And
Good
it's nice to know someone's like paying attention to you, like totally and completely. And like, it's better than eye contact. Like, if I'm talking to someone and giving them eye contact, like I know for the most part, for 95% sure they're paying attention to me. If someone's giving me eye contact while sucking my dick and I'm talking to them, 100% they're paying attention. 100%. They're
locked in.
They're locked in. Yeah, definitely. So, today we're here to talk about some Star Trek, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's right. 30 odd minutes in.
Yeah, we talk sometimes. This is probably the longest we've ever talked before we've actually gotten to the episode, but that's cool. So we went ahead and watched Deep Space Nine, Season 5, Episode 7, Let He Who Is Without Sin. And this is best known as like a meme episode, basically. Like, most people talk about this online like very condescendingly, and they're like, "Oh, that's the one where Worf becomes a terrorist," and they're not wrong. They're not wrong, but it's a little more complex than that. It's just got a little more. And
apparently,
complexity.
Ira Steven Bear regretted making this episode.
Yeah, I mean, it changes Worf's character in a pretty negative way, I think. Like,
but it also has, honestly, like Worf shares a story that I think really sums up his entire personality from his childhood. Really, like, as that pretty much set the course for his entire life and why he's so different from other Klingons.
Right.
Because he's very he's very disciplined, has a lot of self-control, and
like a Klingon.
You look at like other Klingons, which are like just drunk party animals modeled after Vikings.
Well, but they also have discipline and self-control in their own way. But there's a conversation that like Jadzia has with Worf, and she's like, you have like these characteristics, like the battle readiness and like the hardiness and the warrior mindset of a Klingon, but you don't share like the spontaneity and the lust for life that they do. And I'm like, God damn, I forgot that this episode's actually like really good. Like it's a
Yeah,
it's
I
a
like
pretty
it.
low rated episode, but like it's a great character study on Worf. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. No, and that's the thing. It does do lots of lore drops because it shares how Curzon Dax died.
Mhm.
It has one of the very few stories from Worf's childhood.
I believe
he,
that it shares how Curzon Dax died during the episode Dax, doesn't it? The trial episode.
Oh, like this like as like what kind of killed him, like having Jahamarun.
Death by Jahamarun. That's true. That is true.
Yeah,
like they
with
actually,
Vanessa Williams.
right,
And like but yeah, like yeah, so it has that lore drop. It also like this is also the first episode that kind of just like acknowledges like Lita's lusting after Rom.
It is the very first episode, and it's like, I don't know. I honestly, you know what? Until I watched this episode today, I totally forgot that Julian Bashir and Lita were together for like a season. Like I totally forgot they were an item. Like, but they're kind of a cute couple. I'm not gonna lie, kind of a cute couple.
They're a cute couple.
Yeah.
And they have a pretty healthy sort of like, because like they're breaking up, but like they have like a healthy breaking up until she finds out that she's like lusting after Rom, which I think was really funny.
Yeah.
Like he's just like they're just like, you know what? I'm glad we did this. Like we now can like move on healthily. And then she's like, yeah, I have a crush on Rom. He's just like, what the fuck?
Wait,
ruins it for him.
The ugly dude, and they're like, she's like, he's funny, got a big dick, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, that funny guy with that big ass hammer. But yeah, like no, I love that part. And yeah, and also we get to see Quark's vacation wear, which I think is amazing. Like he's dressed like the worst 10-year-old at the beach. And I
love
like,
I love Quark in this episode is my highlight. Like Quark is funny as fuck. I mean, Quark is always funny.
I was surprised he'd
as
never
fuck.
been to Ryza before. Like he's like, this is my first time. But
I know, right? It's like, yeah, Quark, you've never been to the fucking sex worker planet. Are you sure? You just been to all the other ones. Like this is just like your first stop to this one.
Yeah, and he's just like he's living life. He
at the same time, so it is a Federation planet, so it makes sense that Quark might not have gone there because
that's true.
He's not a citizen of the Federation. He's just there like as a guest of the Federation. So
yeah, because like really until like Ferengi still had a very contentious relationship with the Federation,
right.
Like, and until like Deep Space Nine, then they started when we had the just the full-time Ferengi characters. But like but yeah, so I guess that does make sense why he never got to go have Jahamarun with but then again, like what's his face, the other Ferengi played by Max Grodnicek when on Captain's Holiday or whatever, remember when it was Vash and Picard.
Wait, was that Max Grodnicek, or I thought that was Armin Shimmerman?
No, that was Max Grodnicek. Yeah.
Well, Armin Shimmerman was like one of the very first Ferengis, wasn't he?
He was, yeah. But the Ferengi in that was another Ferengi played by Rom, and an evil, conniving Ferengi, not like the good Ferengi.
I mean, is there such thing as a good kind of Ferengi, like besides Rom and Nog?
Rom's one of the good ones.
Rom and Nog.
Rom's one of the good ones.
Yeah, he's one of the good. Those other. I don't know about those other kinds, but you're one of the good ones there. Never trust a man who's made out of gas.
Never trust a man. You give me another space beer, Gleep Glop. So yeah, I guess Ferengi had visited, but I guess just not Quark. But no, I think Quark had a great time. But yeah, like this episode was fantastic just for like just kind of just showing like the difference in personalities that exist between Jadzia and Worf, where Jadzia is obviously, as a 300 something year old symbiote that has had many different lifetimes, has a huge appetite for life, and
not just life. You ain't got a huge appetite for cock.
Yes, a cock.
Or I'm sorry, an appetite for huge cock.
Yes.
Or huge cocks, perhaps.
And the pole, the hole, and everything in between.
Oh yeah.
Like if it's a transparent skull, she's on it.
Oh,
and
Are you telling me this whole parent
like,
skull is trans? Fuck yeah.
The transparent skull.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just Worf, who is and I think that's what in Jadzia it shows she knows that underneath Worf's very stoic outer shell exists someone who does have that sort of lust for life, but he just keeps it very he has a very tight lid on it, and so tight where it kind of makes him go insane and do weather terrorism on a Federation planet,
right?
One of his own planets.
It's crazy how he just no one ever mentions it again. It's he just comes back from it so easily, even though he did kind of do a terrorism on a Federation planet.
But they kind of almost explain it away in a sense, where when the what do they call the Essentialists? When the Essentialists first do the fake stick 'em up, where they hold everyone at gunpoint that aren't but with guns that aren't actually loaded. The leader obviously has zero fear that he'll actually be reprimanded at all, because he's just these Ryzens are so afraid of even prosecuting me. Nothing will come of it. He has no fear of acting like a complete prick,
right.
Basically doing an actual act of terrorism at first, where he's just that pretending to hold people at gunpoint and threaten to kill them, and he's just it's fine, no Ryzen will follow through with this. So I'm guessing that's how Worf gets out of it, where Worf is just oh yeah, I mean Ryza won't prosecute Worf. So I think it just does come down to whether or not Ryza wants to press any charges, and I guess they see he learned his lesson at the end. He saved us from a killer earthquake or something.
Yeah. This episode, I don't know. Is it problematic? Perhaps. Let's jump into the let's talk about the episode a little bit. So, this is DS9 episode 5. Episode 7 from season 5. It first aired on November 11th, 1996. It is the 103rd out of 173 episodes produced in DS9 and released in DS9. And it is the 437th episode released in all of Star Trek. This one is surprisingly written by Ira Steven Behr and Robert Hewitt Wolf, who are arguably the best writing team in all of Star Trek. They wrote Bar Association, which is the Union fucking communist Star Trek episode.
Mm-hmm.
Ira Steven Behr is the showrunner for seasons 4 through 7 of DS9, the best seasons. He has 53 writing credits on DS9 and 3 on TNG. Robert Hewitt Wolf has 37 episodes of DS9 under his belt and 1 of TNG. So between these two guys, they wrote, almost half of DS9. They're both prolific. And then this episode is directed by none other than Rene Auberjonois, who has directed 8 episodes of DS9. I mean, he's best known for being Odo, obviously,
Yeah.
We love our changey boy, changely
And
boy.
the chef from The Little Mermaid.
Yeah, definitely.
His two biggest roles.
And also the antagonist on Police Academy 5 Mission to Miami.
He was also in a Stargate SG-1 episode where he played a racist genocider guy who lived underground and was poisoning the planet that was filled with people that he just deemed unworthy.
So not too different from his character arc as Odo.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So that's who made the episode. Let's talk a little bit about the plot. We've already gone kind of long. So let's just do some notes. So we open up and they're talking about how Miles and Kyoko O'Brien are having a second child and that they're planning on naming it Sean, which apparently means swamp in Bajoran, which isn't good. And
that's another thing. Like the reason Kira isn't in this episode is because she was busy having Bashir's baby.
Oh yeah, that's wild. I didn't know that actually.
Because in the in-show universe, they transported the O'Brien's baby into her to explain her pregnancy.
Right. Her pregnancy was caused, of course, by none other than Alexander Siddig, Julian Bashir himself. That's his baby.
So she got to be like, "This is all your fault,"
right. Which is pretty funny.
And I think their son's named Django, which is pretty sick.
That is like Django Fett.
The DGA.
Like Django Unchained. Yeah, shit.
Yeah.
So suddenly Jadzia Dax comes in and she's got a pulled muscle, and she's been spending a lot of time in the infirmary lately. And Cisco talks to her about it, and he's like, "Hey, maybe you and Worf can fuck a little less hard." And she's like, "Listen, you don't understand. It's hot." And Cisco's like, "All right." Suddenly Worf comes in, and Jezzy's like, he's still the same old Worf, and he orders an extra large prune juice. And I gotta say, this extra large prune juice is maybe like 14 ounces of prune juice. Like, it's not that big. It's like I'd say a large prune juice at best. Extra large? Are you kidding me? When I order an extra large from the replicator, I want a fucking big boy. I want at least 20 ounces of whatever liquid I'm getting.
Do you think prune juice affects Klingons the same way it does humans? Like, is he just going to be shitting his pants out?
No, I think it's an aphrodisiac to them. I think it makes both of his dicks super hard. It's like a human going up and like being like, replicator, 2 blue chew, please.
The other day, I was having foot pain, and like I've never had gout before, but I was just like, maybe I have gout. So I started but it turned out to be plantar fasciitis. But like I chugged 32 ounces of tart cherry juice in like 10 seconds. I just chugged the entire thing, and let me just tell you, I was pooping. I could not stop pooping.
Oh, yeah.
And so if anyone needs like an easy peasy,
I mean, cherry juice is expensive though. Like, come on.
Huh?
Cherry juice is expensive.
Yeah, it was tart cherry juice.
Yeah, that shit's expensive. I remember like one of my first days working at the downtown Whole Foods in Seattle here, which we both worked at together. I was getting taught the cold case by Lyle. You remember Lyle?
I do remember Lyle.
Little grumpy dude. Yeah, so he was teaching me like how they do the cold case and whatever. And this dude comes up at like 7:30 in the morning, like right after we open, and he just like grabs an entire tray of meatballs. And I'm just standing there. I'm like, is that is that guy supposed to do that? And Lyle's like, wait, what? And he just like walks after him and is like, hey, dude, give me that back. Dude, what are you doing? And and so he gets the tray back of meatballs back from him. And fucking our assistant store team leader at the time, what was that weird guy's name? Who like he had that serial killer vibe. Oh, and
explain. You know how little that narrows it down.
Yeah, the like the barely gauged ears. He used to run a tea cafe.
Oh, I hated that. Oh no, I like that guy.
No, that guy was all right, but he like there was something dead behind the eyes with him, and it was a little unsettling.
Yeah,
but he was always nice to
that
me.
Guy. Yeah.
The one I really liked was I think his name was Brian, the big bear gay guy. Like that guy was awesome. I loved him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There was a time where someone dropped a bottle of booze on the ground and it shattered, and he went to go clean it up, and he said, "It smells like Daddy's breath."
That's just funny as fuck. One time I was, you know how we used to have to like recycle the fryer oil every other night there?
Yeah.
One time I was taking it out, and like the cart like hit something and like went on an angle and fell over, and I spilled, no joke, probably like 12 gallons of fryer oil all over the loading dock. And
oh my god.
And fucking he comes out and he's just like, he looks at the whole mess and he's like, "Oh honey, let me help you." And he spent the next like hour and a half helping me clean up that fucking mess, and it was like the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me at work. Like he was
a real one.
He was a motherfucking real one. No, he was a good ass manager, and he was a kind manager, and that's why he didn't last long at Whole Foods.
Now he started working at the chocolate place down.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I remember that. Good for him. Franz,
good dude. Good dude. I hope he's doing okay.
Chocolates. Yeah. I hope so too. Really good dude. Love that guy. Anyway, back to this episode. We haven't gotten to the intro yet. Cisco and Odo leave, and Lita and Bashir come in and inquire about the trip that Worf and Dax are planning on taking to Risa. And they're like, "Hey, can we hitch a ride with you?" And Worf is like hesitant, but like eventually he agrees. And then we get opening credits, like about 3 minutes in. Cool. So everyone goes to Risa. Actually before that, it's revealed that to get off work, Lita had to agree to let Quark come with them on the trip. And this makes Worf pissed. He is not looking forward to this because he's looking forward to going to Risa and just fucking. And the ways they euphemize sex in this episode is super funny. Like, they keep on saying, he's like, "Yes, we have much to discuss." And it's obviously a euphemism for like, "I'm gonna fuck the shit out of you, Dax. I'm gonna fucking stick it. I'm gonna stick both of them so far they reach the symbiote." Like,
well, also he's pissed about like because he's mad that she keeps talking to her ex-lovers. And so he's obviously he's just like being a stick in the mud from the beginning. Like he's like trying to ruin the vacation right from the beginning. And it's just like, "I don't like you talking to the person with the transparent skull.
Yeah.
You transparent worm."
Yeah. So when we come back, they're on their way to Risa, and Lita insists on serving everybody their drinks. Quark is impatient, even though it's a relatively short trip, and he starts to get on Worf's nerves. Quark gives everybody but Worf a Horgon, which is obviously the symbol. If you haven't seen, we made a shirt of it that fucking the Star Trek official merch site copied.
Yeah.
But, that's cool. That's cool. They can do whatever. It's their fucking trademark. Cool. Fuck them. But so they get onto Risa, and Bashir and Lita go off on their own as promised. Quark immediately is holding 2 Horgans, and there's a couple women there, and they're like, "What's ours is yours." And Quark's like, "I'll take both of you," and he's laying Ferengi dick. He's putting his ears in them pussies. He's putting his dick in them. He's sticking his little rigid nose up against the clit, and they've been like, "Whoa, ridged for her pleasure," you know. So next they meet Arandis, who is one of Curzon Dax's old lovers, as played by, I think he said, Vanessa Williams. Yeah, she's sexy, and this pisses Worf off. Because like Worf's like, I want to be the
she was the
sexy
one that was like just going to town on Curzon when he died.
Yeah, death by Jamal Harone is what she says, and I'm like, God, I forgot that line. That's so fucking sick. Like, I would in Soy Trek. I wish I would have made a shirt that just said "Death by Jamal Harone," because that's such a sick line. You know?
Yeah, and it's funny because like I think more people think of the term, death by snoo snoo because of Futurama.
Right, which is but that's like getting fucked to death by a giant woman. This is just like getting fucked to death like regular style.
By Vanessa Williams.
90s Vanessa Williams, which, I mean, she's a smoke show.
Just an absolute smoke show.
Yeah. How did they land 90s Vanessa Williams on DS9? That's kind of surprising almost, honestly. Who knows? But, yeah, so... Worf is getting uncomfortable with Arandis being there, and he's pretty jealous, and she challenges Worf's assertion that he's not too controlling of Dax by having a glass of ecoberry juice, which they both know she is mildly allergic to. He relents from his jealousy again, and she urges him to put a swimsuit on so they can go swimming. And she, like, takes off her towel and shit, and this gets him super fucking horny. Like, he's super mad, and then she, like, takes off her towel and reveals her bathing suit. And she's like, "Oh, did the view, like, improve?" And he's like, "I'm fucking horny now." And, yeah.
You hear like the whoop, but it's like in stereo because there's 2 of them. It goes whoop.
It's got one of the sorry, 2 of them. So in his room, Worf encounters Pascal Fullerton, the chairman of the new Essentialists movement, who we'll just call the Essentialists. The Essentialists are attempting to start a political revolution on Risa, and their aim is to fight against loosening morals in the Federation. And they're basically, like, their whole thing is, like, reactionary, and, like, we're not ready for attack from someone. Like, everyone's too weak, which is, like, conservative stalwart, like a thing just conservatives do. So, Worf is looking at a pad about Fullerton's message and really jiving with it. And he's walking with Dax, and he encourages her to read it. And she's like, "Nah, I'm cool." And he walks in on Lita, who's getting a massage from someone who's not Bashir. And this pisses Worf off. He's not cool with Polly in any way. Worf would fucking hate me so much. Like, Worf would be like...
And to Jadzia's credit, she's just like, yeah, it's polyamory. It's fine.
Yeah, she's like, no, she literally says, like, the most reasonable thing of all time. She's like, it's none of our business. And you know what? It's none of his fucking business. She's so right.
Yeah. And she's like, we don't she's like, we don't know what they're up to. It's like it's fine. They're probably both like into it.
Yeah, totally. Like Bashir's here, like how, you know, he obviously has like some kind of tabs on her, like they're vacationing together. Like, of course he's cool with it. But Worf isn't cool with him being cool with it. He's like, one man, one woman. Like, fuck you, Worf.
Yeah, stupid Worf. I mean, that just shows like, yeah, he's just this did pretty much predict the alt-right movement.
Yeah, it really did.
Before the
I mean, except they're not as like alt-right isn't as militaristic as this is.
No.
Like Worf. Trump is like defunding like our nuclear capacities. And you know, that's not as militaristic as this is. Like I don't think Fullerton would ever do that. So Dax and Worf decide to go to a rally from Fullerton, and at the rally, Worf and Dax see Bashir with another woman who's not Lita, and this pisses Worf off too. He's not okay with this. Arandis joins them, seeing Fullerton is entertainment and nothing more. Frivolous, I think she calls them. The event is attended by some other people, and Fullerton explains that morals have become too degenerated, and amusement has a higher priority than ever before. And they have threats from the Borg and the Jem'Hadar and the Romulans, and Federation citizens can't afford to have like this laissez-faire mentality. He concludes with an emphasis for hard work and militarization, basically. Worf obviously agrees with what he says, although everyone else is like pissed and like, fuck you. But Worf is like, yes, he has some good points. So later, everyone debates the topic, and Worf explains that Klingons saw the Federation as weak, inviting attack. Even though a changeling was discovered among the High Council, they're still calling for all-out war because they think they can win. Bashir points out that none of the debate has anything to do with Risa, but Worf says he can't be certain of that. Just then, Lita arrives and kisses Bashir, and Worf is like pissed about this too. He's like, "You can't be fucking Paulie!" And they're like, "Hey, wait a second. We're doing the Bajoran rite of separation, which is like a thing where you go and fuck other people and then like officially break up." And then Lita's like, "You know what, Bashir? I haven't gotten you out of my system." And fucking Bashir says he has one of the greatest euphemisms ever. He's like, I think there's some details we need to go work out. And they go, fuck! He lays some hammer on that shit.
Only if he said time to worm out, I mean work out.
So, So next, Worf and Dax are hanging out in like one of the community centers or something on Risa. And suddenly Fullerton's men come in and they're like holding phaser rifles and they take over the place. And Fullerton's there and Dax and Worf try to fight back, but Dax finds that the rifles aren't loaded. And it's revealed that Fullerton was just trying to make a point with this. And everyone's pissed, but Worf is like, maybe he has a point. You know, Worf is turning reactionary at this point. So later, Worf wants to talk to Dax about the relationship, and Dax is argumentative as Worf points out that he sees her as his girlfriend, and therefore everything she does reflects on him. And she needs to come correct. And Dax is like, shut the fuck up.
Shut up, bitch.
So Dax sees the damage the Essentialists have done to society and finds Arandis. She takes the incident in stride, joking that Fullerton definitely needs some more Jamal Harone, which is a great line, honestly.
That would have been a great like twist at the end. Like they find after they dispose him, they find him with a Horgon just like topping a twink.
So he had all the Jamal Roan he wanted. How? So Lita and Bashir complete their separation, but it's very amicable, and this pisses Quark off. He's like, "Where's the drama? Where's the screaming and the hatred?" And Lita's like, "No, this is cool. We can be more honest about our feelings now. In fact, to be honest, I've been thinking about someone else the last few weeks." And they're like, "Who?" And Lita looks at Quark, and Quark's like, "Me?" And she's like, "Actually, your brother, Rom. I've been thinking about that big stanky dick." And fucking Bashir and Quark are like, "Who?" They do a fucking Tim Allen, and they're like both mad and weird about it. So
yeah, I guess like really she started falling for him after a bar association, like because after Rom led that successful strike and got everyone more benefits, like she was just like, "Yo,
yeah, hell yeah,
I'll like, organize in the workplace."
nothing dick down better than a union man. So Quark and Bashir listen to Dax vent about the whole situation, and Bashir remarks he may have taken Worf's view if he was there. So Dax shrugs this off and expresses why she likes Worf despite the fact that he is a lot of work. And she says that, like, fucking Quark's like, "What you need is a Ferengi." And she's like, "Yeah, but what I want is Worf." And it's kind of sweet. But I don't know. In this episode, I'm like, why are you putting in this work girl? He's toxic as fuck. Just then, Arandis enters and says she hasn't found Worf. Soon, they start to hear thunder and lightning, which should never happen in that part of Risa. And it's revealed that the Worf has, in fact, like, come to the aid of Fullerton. And, he walks in and he's like, "I think I can help." And they fuck some shit up. So Worf and the rest of the group enter, and they're like, "We fucked up the weather system." Fullerton makes a speech and leaves, but Worf is confronted. Worf stands his ground, saying, as Fullerton did, that the Federation citizens must be prepared to resist the Dominion invasion. And this is his stance. So he's just doing a weather terrorism because, just because. The rain creates an unpleasant atmosphere on Risa, and people start to leave. 30% of people leave within like 3 days.
I like how they're also like the essentials are like, our plan is working. They can't deal with a little rain. It's just like, no, everyone's just like had vacation time and they're spending it here. Like, why would they continue to spend more of their vacation here?
Yeah, exactly. And also, like, people leave on vacation. Like, you got a week vacation, so it makes sense. 30% of people would leave within 3 days because vacations usually only last like a week or so. Like, 30% of guests have left the hotel in the last week. Like, oh, no shit. That makes perfect sense. That's what hotels are for. That's what vacations are. Like, all right, dude.
You dumb bastard.
So, Fullerton explains his satisfaction of Worf since guest population is declining, but when Worf leaves, the fundamentalist confers with his assistant that all the attention will be forgotten when the weather control system restarts. So he wants to take things a step further and starts pressing the beeps and boops button. So Dax confronts Worf and saying his actions aren't about the Essentialists. They're about him being a fucking prude and anti-poly. Worf tells her that when he was a child, he grew up on a sparsely populated farm and he killed a kid playing soccer. He realizes that humans are fragile and that they need help to be not fragile. Worf promises that he'll never hurt Dax, a promise she returns, but she tells him that he can't control her and asks instead for his trust. Suddenly, the conversation's interrupted by an earthquake, and it's fucking Fullerton taking over the weather and causing earthquakes now. Worf is pissed about this, and he tells Fullerton that the Federation will preserve against the likes of Klingons, the Dominion, and most importantly, people like him. Fullerton hits Worf in the face, who responds by sending Fullerton flying over a table, DS9 Worf style, beating shit up. So, later, Quark, Lita, Dax, and Worf are walking on the beach with Arandis. Bashir isn't there, having been last seen headed for breakfast with a Horgon. Weather is finally back to normal, although only for the last day of the vacation. As Worf and Dax are left alone, Worf allows himself to loosen up a little bit and try to make the most of the few hours by remaining swimming with Dax. But he doesn't have a bathing suit, and Dax is like, I won't tell if you don't. And Worf strips down, and we see both of his dicks. End of episode. What'd you think?
I love this episode. Like, I was surprised to learn that it's not highly rated.
No, it's maligned.
Not
it's
well
like
loved.
It's seen as like one of the worst DS9 episodes, and I'm like, honestly, it's like a mid to decent episode, straight up. Like, it's not bad. It like changes Worf's character too much, maybe, but like I don't hate the episode.
I don't know. Worf was always like just like a stick in the mud, so I kind of get it. Like, but I mean, I think it's like, I mean, I think I enjoy it. It has Worf sharing a story about himself that kind of explains his personality. Mm-hmm. It just has so much going on, and and plus like, and it's a fun like vacation episode that's also like in terms of what actually happens, it's incredibly low stakes, and it's like something like a kind of episode that's really missing from a lot of like Trek and just TV in general now, where it's just like an episode where people are just hanging out.
Yeah, people on vacation. Like, I like vacation episodes. Like, vacation episodes only really happen on sitcoms usually, though. And I do appreciate when they do happen on Star Trek, because it happens in TNG. It happens a couple times on DS9. Mm-hmm. Like, we love a vacation episode.
Yeah, and I think they do it great. Like, it's more of just like them exploring like the difficulties of navigating a relationship, and especially when it's like they two people with differing points of view and how they can just like, you know, still find some sort of common ground and like and still like work through it. I think that's like nice, a good message.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I think it's a pretty good episode. I give it a 6.5 out of 10, maybe.
That sounds appropriate.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty decent.
I definitely enjoyed watching it. Like, I still love Quark, so
we do love Quark. Like, Quark is always fun, funny.
There's good Quark moments.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right, well, you got anything more to say about this, or is that a good place to leave it?
I think it's a good place to leave it.
All right, well, you've been listening to Soy Trek. Thanks for hanging with us, Soyagers. If you liked this podcast, please like, rate, and subscribe wherever you get podcasts. And please check out our Patreon at patreon.com/dumbidiots. Hell yeah.
Thanks for trekking with us, soy boys, girls, and wiggly beans.
Hang dong and motherfucking shaka, baby.
Soy, 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 soy.